Welcome back to The Explainer. So, if you're a focused learner ready to dive into the absolute literal machinery keeping you alive, you're in the exact right place. Because right now, at this very second, even as you're just sitting there chilling, your body is actually locked in a hidden, desperate, and totally constant war for survival.
Okay, let's dive into this. What exactly is your body fighting right now? When we think of a war, we usually picture something happening externally, right? But this invisible war we're talking about, it isn't against something outside your window or down the street. It's an incredibly intimate, relentless battle against invaders trying to literally break into your system every single second of every single day. You're facing a relentless enemy lineup here. Bacteria, viruses, toxins, abnormal cells. They're constantly probing your defenses, just looking for any tiny weakness. But honestly, here's the most shocking reality of this whole shebang. Is you just go about your day, you feel absolutely nothing. Now really, why is that? It's simply because your body is insanely good at its job. It's winning this 24/7 battle against these microscopic enemies so quietly and so efficiently that you don't even realize you're under attack.
Section 1. The outer walls, your first defenses.
Think of your body as this heavily fortified castle under a constant, endless siege. Now, a truly great defense system doesn't wait for an infection to take hold deep inside, right? It starts fighting fiercely before a disease even really enters. We completely take these outer walls for granted. Take your skin. It isn't just physical wrapping. It's this living, breathing shield coated with sweat and oils that actively kill bacteria. Your eyes? They produce tears absolutely loaded with germ-destroying enzymes. Up in your nose, tiny hairs are physically trapping dust and microbes. And your stomach acts like this literal chemical moat, using powerful acid to obliterate bacteria hiding in your food, and, occasionally that totally questionable late-night burrito. Together, these are neutralizing threats before you ever even have to worry about them.
Section 2. The Inner Guard, the cellular battlefield.
But, what happens when an invader actually slips past those outer walls? To really wrap our heads around the scale of the cellular battlefield that kicks off, just visualize a single tiny drop of your blood. In that one microscopic crimson speck, there are thousands of immune cell soldiers actively patrolling right now. Thousands! The sheer micro to macro scale of this conflict is absolutely staggering when you realize just how many drops of blood are pumping through your entire body.
So who exactly are these soldiers? They're your white blood cells. And they don't just float around aimlessly hoping for the best. No, they act like a highly advanced, ruthlessly efficient military force. They're flowing through your bloodstream, constantly checking the IDs, so to speak, of every single cell they meet, looking for anything, literally anything at all, that simply doesn't belong, so they can immediately go on the attack.
This elite inner guard is incredibly specialized into two main tactical units. On one side, we have the killers. Their job is immediate execution. They directly hunt down and destroy infected cells with zero mercy. Then, on the other side, we have the memory units. While the killers are busy fighting the current battle, the memory units are gathering crucial intelligence. They actually remember the chemical signature of the enemy, so your body is perfectly prepared for the future. You're fighting in real time while simultaneously gathering intel for tomorrow. Talk about multitasking.
Now, what's really interesting about this tactical containment is its absolute precision. When a rapidly multiplying virus tries to hijack your cells, your immune system doesn't just panic and start firing wildly. It executes these exact, highly calculated steps. First, surround the infected area to cut off any escape routes. Second, isolate the threat, effectively quarantining the damage. And finally, completely destroy the invader before it can spread even an inch further. Honestly, it's an absolute masterclass in tactical containment.
Moving on to Section 3, Tactical Warfare, the meaning of sickness.
Sometimes, though, containment just isn't enough. The virus might be too aggressive, and the battle escalates into actual sickness. Now, we're all raised to think of a fever as the disease itself, right? Like, the fever is the bad thing happening to us. So the crucial point is that this assumption is entirely wrong. A fever is actually a deliberate, calculated defense strategy. Your body is purposely cranking up the internal thermostat to make your environment incredibly hostile and way too hot for the germs to survive. You aren't burning up because the virus is winning. You're literally burning the virus out.
And this brilliant reframing applies to almost everything we hate about being sick. Fever, fatigue, pain, inflammation. If a virus is overwhelmingly strong or your immune system just needs extra resources, these symptoms show up. But here's the thing. These are not signs of physical weakness. They're absolute, undeniable proof that your body is actively, violently fighting back on your behalf. That intense fatigue, it's just your body responsibly diverting all available energy away from your muscles and sending it straight to the front lines. It's actually doing exactly what it's supposed to do.
Section 4. The Intelligence Archive. Building Immune Intelligence.
So, once the dust settles and the invader's finally defeated, your immune system doesn't just throw away all that hard-earned data. Oh no, it archives the enemy's signature, turning a hard-fought battle into permanent biological knowledge. It does this to respond faster and respond stronger. Because of those memory units we talked about earlier, if the exact same virus ever dares to attack you again, your immune system recognizes it instantly. It uses this stored memory to crush the invader with terrifying speed, often before you even realize you've been exposed a second time. It's like having a permanent cheat sheet.
And this brilliantly illustrates the entire concept behind vaccines. Vaccines are essentially a biological cheat code for your intelligence archive. They provide an incredibly safe, practical way to just upload military intelligence directly into your memory cells. They safely train your immune system to fight a specific enemy without making you endure the dangerous, scorched earth warfare of actually getting seriously sick first.
Which brings us to Section 5, the paradigm shift, a 24/7 victory.
As we bring all of this incredible information together, I really want to slow down our pacing for a second and just look at the big picture. When you truly grasp the sheer scale of this constant protection, it completely changes how you view your own existence. Millions of battles, every second, without rest, every single second of your entire life, whether you're awake, asleep, working, or playing, your body is protecting you. It's securing vital victories in millions of battles that you will never, ever even know happened. Which brings us to our final takeaway for today. It's not just illness, it's a war, and your body is your greatest defender. The next time you feel a fever coming on or a sore throat acting up, I really hope you feel a profound sense of awe at the microscopic miracles and the fierce, relentless army inside you fighting to keep you alive. But it definitely makes you wonder, if your body is fighting off millions of attacks right now without you even knowing it, what other microscopic miracles are happening inside you at this very second? Keep focusing, keep learning, and I'll catch you on the next explainer.